All right, Grand Rising, everyone. It is Shalonda or Shay Seeking, and I'm back. and all right, this is deep. This is real deep, right? Again, I left the cards out because I'm like, okay, what's going on? Source like is something that's continuing. So again, the sun in black or sackcloth. I keep saying black cloth, but sackcloth, right? So I'm wondering if this has something to do with covering the sun back up in blackness. You know what I'm saying? After being raised out of the underworld or under, you know, um, this is definitely dealing with as above, so below. Ooh, we're dealing with energies here, so they're transferable. Someone could be a female vassal that is carrying the title of Solomon, David, anyone else, vice versa. But seeing the sense of the energy shift and things coming in and out, and also like there's something of a scribe situation. Like, I want to remain silent. I don't want to, go for it, but I'm like, no, it's already still moving. And I'm just seeing here. I'm just trying to figure out because I was just sitting there making some earrings and I'm like, what? What's going on? What do you want? You know what I'm saying? It's things are too quiet. What do you want? And it's almost like it's all just a shift. Like even dealing with beings here on in the 3D that are these type of beings that, you know, I can sense. It's almost as if there's a couple of them or you excuse me, or as if I'm dealing with different layers, right? So for one instance, okay, let's go back to the wand energy. For one instance of this storyline, again, of my real life walking revelation situation with these two wands or candlesticks or pillars or whatever, okay? When I first started this journey, it was blissful. And energy came in. I identified, I was already having this here, right? I started to sense source bringing me into the energy of one. Again, we're talking as above and so below. That I've never met in person, but I knew who the individual was. I felt like at some point in time it was reciprocal with signs and wonders that were going on that I would be able to see with my mind's eye, right? Very blissful. Feminine energies came in. Could be my fault for being connected to these feminines and speaking certain things. Nothing too deep, but where someone might say, well, why? Is this right? And then come up with, right, okay? So again, this energy, and I know for a fact that sitting there under the sun in the summertime, I felt that energy come in and directly, like as if asking me if something is okay. And I'm thinking like, I don't know about that. I can see why, but I don't know. Okay? Right. After that, things started to change with that first energy. We'll call that energy Gemini. I don't know if that is what that person truly is. I'm just saying that we're going to call it that. All of a sudden, something happens. I'm mourning Gemini. I mean, in a sense, we're like hunched over, like I'm mourning this energy because I feel something happen, a shift. After that, we'll say this right wand, this wand in her other hand, will represent a Scorpio energy. Doesn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm using these two, right? I don't know if this is their real birthday. I'm just using them because of the way that things are, okay? The same thing happens. I'm here. I'm in my life that I've been in for 30 something years, doing what I've been doing all this time, minding my business. When this energy came in, I have things written in my diary or my books, my journals about some of these incidents happening, right? And then I feel a jealousy, envious energy coming in from someone that is above, right? We'll say above, that this wand was above, okay? But the feminine energy that came in was from below. This wand, the masculine energy, I would say, would be from above, right? And that energy of that feminine would be from above as well, right? Now that can be above, and when we're talking hierarchy in this particular society, or just even the fact that it is more of a mental telepathic telekinesis, or through some type of, again, I have to just be honest, because I believe in the word, not particularly like religion, like modern day religion. Excuse me. This energy is really, fun as well, but it's almost like a twin flame and a soulmate. Or again, another type of twin energy. Because I feel like in real life, I am actually was with my soulmate. I've heard people say twin ray. I'm not sure. I haven't looked that term up. But again, I feel like, again, they're both legit twin something energies. But also that energy is something that is in you already, because again, through lineages, marked and unmarked, we are connected to some of these entities here and other beings that we don't know about on this plane. At first, I was thinking I might be Solomon, right? And then I said, well, I don't know. After the incident happened when that feminine energy came in, I thought that this wand, the Gemini, was Solomon. I've never met these individuals. I just sense and see. Seek, sense, and see. Although I feel like this individual might have this feminine energy, might have had a 3D connection with this Gemini energy, where I feel like the energy in this, the Scorpio energy already knew the energy that was coming in as that jealous energy. Things changed. I saw certain things go on that would be going on with Solomon when it came to, again, things that was being sent, signs, symbols, images, everything when it came to that energy. Day to day, little different things were coming in. Okay. And then again, when the shift changed, it was almost like that. Like one disappeared and the other one came in. So it was kind of like that energy of me thinking, I can't remember what chapter we were in, but we did so this is like a diary, this whole thing that I've been doing for the past year and a little bit more. Right. So again, we did a video going through the process and the steps while the things were going on. And all of the wonders and things that were going on at that time. Now the second energy comes in and I'm like, okay, this is Solomon again. But there were certain things that I saw, right? Possibly Akashic and others that made me think again. Then now the Gemini was David. And maybe the Scorpio was Solomon all along. But maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because even the movements of this energy with the Makeda energy and the Bathsheba energy of Solomon, it was more from what I can see from my view that was not an energy of someone that would be having the so many wives. But the Scorpio energy felt like that was the person that was having all the wives. Because that was all of the stuff that was coming in that broke everything up and started to cause like chaos. There was just this one thing I had to keep an eye on when it came to the Gemini energy. But when it came to the Solomon energy, oh, whew. And that's when I started to feel the attacks I feel from other feminine energies, okay? So now we come to this here writing. And it's striking something because I said, okay, what's going on, Source? What's going on? And I'll tell you what, it's November 11th. Okay, because 11/11 and 444 have been jumping lately, right? Every day. And then also I'm waking up around 9/11 every day. And sometimes waking up every other day or a couple days in a row, I woke up at 4:44. Oh, it's 4:29 now, but anyways. Oh, and then look, there's 11/11. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. So, well, y'all can look at this. Ain't no big deal. Okay, some kind of update. Hold on. Well, y'all, I don't care. Oh my goodness. Come on now. Some kind of update on the phone. 11/11. Let me turn the phone off again. There was something else on the screen here that was 11/11, but that's enough right there for somewhat of confirmation. All right. Okay, so again, right? Do as he says, the king replied, killed him beside the altar and bury him, right? Okay. This will remove the guilt from of his senseless acts from me, or murders and acts from me and my father and family, and Jehovah will hold him personally responsible for the murders of two men who were better than he. For my father was no party to the death of General Abner, okay, commander-in-chief of the army of Israel. Well, okay. Well, I know, again, at that point in time, well, this is telling here. So this is scary because I feel like this is all confirmation. And again, it's so hard for me sometimes because, again, I'm so like deep into this here. And everybody on the plane is not going to experience these things. And so it makes it seem some kind of way. And so it's hard for me to, because it's very personal and very sacred, again, to me. And even my chest is starting to hurt right now because I feel like someone's trying to tell me something. But you know, it's almost like that show, I don't know what it's called, about somebody like dying every day. It's so weird because I've witnessed several already, like died and rose again in 3 days, and it wasn't just like, it could have possibly been that Yeshua energy, but I'm just not sure. All right. May Job and his descendants be forever guilty of these murders, and may the Lord declare David and his descendants guiltyless concerning their death. So Again, when I think about Job energy, a lot of this thing that I've gone through is Job energy. Are these just perceived notions, you know what I'm saying, that somebody's sending out, or is legit shit happening? You know what I'm saying? And again, me being in this energy of being bound and blinded, is it going on around where I'm not even really, you know what I'm saying, seeing that part? Because even this is like a fence around something. A city is being built. Could this be the city of David, or having something to do with Jerusalem? I feel like we are in a certain form of Jerusalem. Like my sensors tell me with everything that goes on around here with the natural elements here, that this is a part of, if not Jerusalem, the Midwest area. And it's funny that I don't know why something is standing out about. I apologize. It's so dark. Oh, okay. Sorry. Apologies. All right. Okay. I'm noticing the sand here, and it's standing out to me again. Like I said, with the sword and the star. All right. We just seen that spectacle in the sky the other night. The sand also reminds me of Muslim or Moab, or like the image that I showed in my last video. I was wondering why that emblem of that USS Bruton was next to. That was just one of the first images that came up, so I used it, and I thought it was interesting that 33 was there in the sword. So it reminded me of, again, that energy. Muslim Moors, remember? So again, sometimes I feel like, again, this is different layers, different heights, different levels to this. Some things are going to be seen in the physical, some are just going to be heard, some are going to be through vision, some are going to be through dreams, so on and so forth. So again, it says the moment you go beyond this brook, you will die, and it'll be your fault. So I don't know who, what, whatever, okay? It says, all right, Shimei replied. Okay, we're just going to finish up 2 and then move into 3. And it says, whatever you say. So he lived in Jerusalem for a long time. But 3 years later, 2 of Shimei's slaves escaped to King Ashish. Again, Ashish, that's giving me Palestinian energy here, of Gath. When Shimei learned where they were, he saddled a donkey. Again, this donkey is also wisdom, saying that it was a donkey, but there's certain verses in here that say like the donkey of God, or in that sense, right? So again, these are making me think of like even Republican energy, possibly, right? In some instances. And then in some instances, again, it's just reminding me of wisdom, a wise woman, a high priestess. Okay, I'm seeing something here. Okay, hold on, let's see. A high priestess. A lot of moon energy. The moon is under her feet. This card over here says something. Oh, right here. Moon phase. Right? And then we have men's business here. But then I pulled today. These are with ceremonial rites. Right? We also have quiet and stillness. Right? These were ones that but then wondrous opportunities, and that's what I wanted to get, the women's wisdom, right? So we have men's business, but we have women's wisdom here. Do you get what I'm saying here? because I think that's what we're talking about going into 3, but let's finish. And I apologize that it might take me a little bit longer because I don't have my glasses and I couldn't find them. So I was like, whatever. Okay. Let me move that. All right. Okay. He saddled a donkey, right? And went to Gath to visit the king. And when he had found his slaves, he took them back to Jerusalem. Hmm. Oh, stop. Now, we did some on Newsom here in the seal of California. The storyline when it came to the Scots about, yeah, Kali. And I was thinking, aren't you talking, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. I don't know. Okay. Oh, lots of things. All right. Lots of things. I I can't speak. I can't speak on all of them. A lot of things. Okay. Only because very personal things right here about my personal life and family. I just don't feel comfortable. So again, saddling, that's giving me that Venus energy, is giving me that energy of someone jumping on, getting a ride. This might be, again, some kind of astral something. I don't know. Going on in the sleep realm or another realm, celestial realm. Hmm. We know there are winged creatures. It doesn't necessarily say that angels have wings, but winged creatures in the biblical text. So-called demons and all these, and Solomon dealt with demons and discrepancies between women and things like this. Went to Gath. What is his name? Something Gath. What is his name? Something Newsom. But I noticed that again. People were saying, "Where is he? He was supposed to be doing this, and he was supposed to be like doing that." And I'm like, "Where is he?" Because I don't know, something else made me think, "Where is he?" Because again, I was just thinking, "Where is he?" Because in my mothering energy and other energies, I'm like, I remember, hmm, yeah, I do. I remember something else. Because when, I don't know, the last time I felt like this was when it came to Clinton, when it came to. So again, I feel like these are like prophetic signs or something. And those don't necessarily have to have something to do with me, but I feel like source is showing me something. And then the whole thing with Powell, rest in peace, okay? And then now Newsom. I don't know why there's a line up here with this energy. But I remember something about, again, somebody had laid claim to Kalia, whatever they were calling it in that episode. And then I guess it was freed up from that all of a sudden. But it made me think about the border, not the border wars, but the whole economic floor, right? And the whole things of the barges and stuff like that sitting at ports. When Solomon heard that Shimei, I don't know, had left Jerusalem and had gone to Gath and returned, he sent him and demanded, "Don't command you in the name of God." Oh, to stay, did not command you in the name of God to stay in Jerusalem or die. Okay, so again, there's a lot of something here. Because again, I was thinking, why Joab? Okay, so I was about to say Moab, but it says Joab here. Why is this talking about? Because there's a temple energy. Okay, so again, what it's saying this here, saying that we'll made Job's. So again, under that Job, that kind of crucifixion, I feel like Job went through, right? To see that I had been in that energy throughout this time, right? So again, it seems like somebody is saying to make it like Job's descendants are going to be guilty for that thing. And David's senseless. I mean, guiltless. But there could have been somebody else that I was attached to at that moment that could have been in that Job energy. But it doesn't matter because I know that I'm in David's energy. Like that's my lineage. I feel on my father's side. And I think that's where the clash with the Gemini wand, I think, happened. Although I felt a closeness to that Gemini energy, but almost like really too close, but I could not really never like see for sure. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a hovering energy or like, that. Mm. So it just makes you wonder. Like one day I was taking a walk in that park and something source was having me look at different places in the park that I had not been. And since judgment is here, I just wonder if anyone, because again, some of us don't even know, right, how powerful the park that has these things here. And because some of us are showing great strength and great gifts. And I feel with feminine energy, they're trying to vilify. And even with the whole jealousy thing, like I don't do that. I don't chase or anything. You know what I'm saying? So that's not me, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying. But who's holding the David title right now? And then you think about the Star of David. Is the Star of David, I know people say Ram fan and have all these other things, but is the Star of David the same thing as the Wisdom of Solomon? The highest in the room, that privileged lady. Again, is that why in that energy they're trying to do spell work to make it seem like I am a beggared while they're blocking somebody? And I'm not saying they are. I'm just saying while something has been blocking my growth online. And that's the next best thing that you're going to have. This is being online and doing things that way and being entrepreneurial. That is going to be your new credit score, damn near. So again, if you can hold someone from making money, especially online, then again, or growing themselves, their business, whatever. So again, it makes me wonder about this energy here. The abundant feminine energy and then the younger energy that they all look like they're like cheers, but he's got his hands on her. And so again, I feel like, again, the star is just the sun, the star, right? And it's also funny because again, this high priestess has the moon at her feet. But I feel like what's happening is somebody for some reason real bad. But then I see Moab energy when I see this moon energy and this feminine that I see here in the 3D. So is that why we saw those cards flipped upside down when it came to the sun and things like that? The other day, the prosperity and things like that, because again, they want the moon to be able to do that. Look, we even got the moon card still sitting here. Because the moon, they got the moon there, and here I am sitting here, you know what I'm saying? With my rounds. But then again, that moon energy is also what? Being illuminated damn near by the sun. And so again, that's that mounting energy here. I'm seeing this. Salty. Salty, but salty for what? Because it didn't seem like everything on this plane right now is going in favor of the moon. The sun is the one that's getting beat. The star is the one that's being cloaked. And then also this is giving me Canaanite energy with these dogs down here. Or wolves. What are we talking about? Descendants of Eli? Well, this prophecy in the spring that we've been following that started and triggered this whole visual thing has to do with a prophecy 100 years later, which would be 2021. That would happen in the same exact space. Or area. Like I'm not, I might, I don't even like to play stupid. You know what I'm saying? I might water down something a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that things did not work exactly like this. Maybe somebody caught on to this. Maybe I follow it real time or just a little behind, and someone else is 10 years ahead of me with the storyline, knowing what's going to happen. Maybe we're talking about father time or time travel energy. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's already 10 steps ahead, artificially intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Where they just get the shit and store it. And you know what I'm saying? They're like, you know what I'm saying? Where I have to work hard. I have to actually go into a zone. You know what I'm saying? I have to actually, it's a physical, it's a thing. But dealing with that energy of the temperance and the land and water. This is people prepping others for crowns that belong to who? Me. And I feel like sometimes, like, in that God energy, like, what happened? Why were these people given orders instead of God? Was she blinded and bound? You know what I'm saying? Look at this. All this heartache here. I just wonder. Okay, so it says very well, okay? I will do as you say. Then why have you not kept your agreement and obeyed my commandment? Okay? And what about all the wicked things? And then this person says, okay, and what about all the wicked things that you did to my father, King David? Sounds kind of like, like a challenge, all right? And it says, may the Lord take revenge on you. But may I receive God's rich blessings. Oh, hold on. Y'all, I need my glasses and I don't know what happened to them. Dang, I got my D baby here. She be playing with them. I must have misplaced them. My goodness. So the Lord is going to take vengeance on you. So that's the landlord or the one who's presiding. But may I receive God's rich blessings. I don't know why 45 is standing out. Maybe this has something to do with some kind of inheritances that are coming in. And these people foreshadow them and they collect these inheritances before I can even get them. Because I know that if people, again, in elevated places are passing away and perishing at this point in time, and I can see and sense lineage within them, it's like, wait a minute. If I'm supposed to be somebody, and that song came up, if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere, you better wake up and pay attention. So again, it's just kind of like that was on my mind. So I'm thinking, like, what am I supposed to be paying attention to? And I'm figuring out that I don't know. And it's almost like I'm on trial or something. Like people are yearning for me to do these things because I'm on trial or something. And maybe that's why somebody's saying just don't say nothing, plead the fifth kind of energy is around. And then there's like, why? You know what I'm saying? It seems like people are just going over information I'm saying anyways and using it against me. So again, why not talk about the shit that's probably really going on? Because why would somebody say, but may I receive God's, and this is with a capital G, rich blessings. And may one of David's descendants always sit upon this throne. Again, are they going to try to take another one of David's You know, again, was that even legit? Even if it was David's descendant, was it the proper one that was supposed to be in the line of succession? Or did they hijack that too? And then instead of giving it to the rightful one, which again, at that time, I knew what source was telling me, but I don't run with the so-called big dogs. But again, I feel like they are here watching me, surveilling me. So again, I don't know what this means. Doing dealings without incorporating the empress or anyone else that's in, or the son, the true son, that Messiah, that messenger at that time. Because that is going to be a descendant of David. But then again, we have Emmanuel, and I can't. Is that the president of France? His name right now? Isn't his name Emmanuel? Because again, we say there's two times when there's supposed to be a child born. One is Emmanuel, and people say, "Oh, that just means Jesus," or "That means Yeshua," or whatever. No, it say Emmanuel. It says Emmanuel. So no, that's who it's talking about, or else it would have just said Jesus, or it would have just said whatever it said. And I think this is in the Old Testament where I read that. Then at the king's command, Benaniah took Shemaiah outside of and killed him. Wow. So Solomon's grip upon the kingdom became secure. Don't know. There's some immortal energy or something going on here. There's some spiritual deaths. Possibly even sometimes I feel like one of your ancestors or one of our ancestors are walking with us, but due to certain things, they may have to get out of Dodge. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be able to feel ancestors coming in and out, but I think that really at this point in time, they're using some kind of technology to block energy from coming in. 100%. Because I know that again, it's supposed to make me panic and say, "Oh, God left me." But you know what I'm saying? I feel like in that sense, when you're trying to play me like that, I am God, and God is already in me. I am He, right? I'm in He, and He is in me. So again, in that sense, or they, or she. So Solomon made an alliance with Pharaoh. And I just feel like something just happened right here where there was a switch in identities. I don't know why, y'all. I don't know. And again, these are just, again, you can look at this for so-called entertainment purposes. Again, fair use. All of this is alleged. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm saying. Again, if you're coming here to see what a seer in this time would be saying, then you're coming to see what I'm saying. And maybe you will be able to put this together a little bit more with your, other people are more advanced in the text and really good at it. You know what I'm saying? So, and maybe other people are having these type of visions and these kind of connections as well. All right. So again, Solomon made an alliance with Pharaoh. Again, and then sometimes I feel like, again, we were looking at the Pharaoh energy last night. Sometimes I feel very close to the Tutankhamun energy. But again, in whatever way, the king of Egypt, right? And married one of his daughters. He brought her to Jerusalem. And also Solomon, again, something wants to project that energy, the Solomon energy, on the relationship that I've had for 30 something years. That has me looking next to me, like, and you know what I'm saying? Strange, y'all. This stuff is crazy. Has me thinking. Is this talking about someone coming? Oh, oh. I've been here probably 3.5, 4 years. To live until in the city of David until he could finish building his palace and the temple and the wall around the city. This shit is in the park now. The park been the same way all the whole damn time. I've been up in this area. I mean, up in the northern area anyway. This summer when I went back, it was changed. This was there. This is a fence. Something's being built. This is a temple. It's wrapped up and blinded and bound. But it seems more like a fucking prisoner. Seems more like a prisoner. Foot on the land and water. Dressed in red. His palace in the temple. These swords. This makes me think about like defense, you know? Giving me Bagram energy too. At that time, the people of Israel sacrificed their offerings on altars in the hills. The hills. I don't know why I'm thinking hidden hills. Sacrificed their offerings on altars in the hills. Alternate. Listen to me what I'm talking about. I don't know, y'all. Listen, we just gonna talk like this. Source ain't stopped me from. I've been doing these words here for 10 years. And with this notion that was put in my mind by the higher power, ain't stopped me yet. The only people are the people on this plane that's hating on me speaking the way I do. Sacrifice their offerings on altars. Because we're going to be talking about a baby next that was going to be cut in half. Let me get at least some chapstick, y'all. Oh, my lotion. Okay, I found lotion. What are we talking about here? At that time, people of Israel sacrificed their offerings on altars in the hills. So this makes me think about giving to others. Listen, and then also then on top of that, to take from God? Why would somebody want God's treasures? What is that talking about? Look it. Look, and then give you illusions, smoke and mirrors. Look. The sackcloth. I'm pretty sure his eyes might got the shit in it too. So it's just like all this stuff, all these, this is what's going on or whatever. Whole time, no wonder why I felt like it was people up at night doing this, wondering if somebody would discover what was going on. Again, we got these knives here. And we don't do, we just use these cards for examples in this text. They're up, these swords are above this person's bed. Oh. I only love my bed and my fucking mama. The world is yours, but the city is mine. What the hell? Okay. All right. Solomon loved the Lord and followed all of his father David's instructions. The Lord. Who's acting as the Lord? Who's the high priestess possibly? What is hiding behind the moon, and why is this bed up here floating in the sky at night? Again, with this moon here and this key. It's almost like somebody got the keys to something. Except that he continued to sacrifice in the hills and to offer incense there. I don't know. This could have something to do with also though incense, like scents. I'm seeing scents. I don't know. The most famous of the hilltop altars was at Gibeon, and now the king went there and sacrificed 1,000 burnt offerings. I mean, I'm wondering if it's a high priestess energy or even an empress energy here. Okay. All right. The Lord appeared to him in a dream. Remember I said dream? I wanted to tell y'all earlier, even with the dream that I was talking about, there was somebody that was a quick friend, someone who walked with me. I don't like to use follower. Someone who walked with me again on FB. And I don't know why. Something drew me to their page there, and then I saw something that was like, oh, is this some kind of, you know what I'm saying? And I just unfriended the person because I just did that. And then it made me think, hold on. Yeah, it made me think like, hold on. I don't know. And I was saying about what I was saying about the whole thing of someone being cut up into pieces and spread all over. I was saying, is that pieces of someone's intellect, again, why there might be blinded or handicapped when it comes to seeing. and has to rely, somebody that should be able to see very well. But there's been damage. You could do damage. There's been damage done. Okay? And that's what I'm saying about this whole misdiagnosis, I feel, and things like that. Has there been damage done to an empress in order for people, you know what I'm saying, when she's in this situation where she's dealing with the world, you know what I'm saying? She's pouring out, but nobody's feeding anything back. And that's almost what raping and pillaging actually is. And the person, what I was saying is she had her name and then she had Dream. And I don't know, like I said, I don't be knowing if people are aware or awake or see. And maybe they see more than I do. Because I know there's a reason you can't go around and bind and blind every single high priestess. You're going to need them in order to team up so you can go against the empress. So I'm just saying, the Capitol, that dome. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Again, I notice that people that have Dream in their title, whether they know it or not, so I'm not blaming or attacking anyone, I connect with them more. It's almost like I found myself right here. Do you get my drift? So again, dedicating these things or giving these things to altars. This is look, this is, for me, this is representing people being copycats. Jezebel, succubus energies. Can be male or female. And a lot of that has to do with, like I said, with information and not giving people credit where credit is due. So again, blinding somebody, and then again, if you feel like you're unseen, then you at least want to be heard. At least her mouth is not covered. Her arms are covered. She can't really do anything with her arms. They're tied. That shit is crazy. I'm just telling you what personally this is bringing out to me. The Lord appeared to him in a dream that night and told him to ask for anything he wanted, and it would be given to him. So again, this is making me think something, because the Lord is not God. The Lord can commune with God or be close to God, but the Lord is not God. You know what I'm saying? The Lord God is different in Genesis 2. God was still resting. And you know what I'm saying? He left the scene, or she left the scene in 1. And then the Lord God started to take from DNA, or take, again, matter from that which was there and mix it with something else and start to create something else. I think this is like what I said from the Build a Bitch workshop. This is just what I see, y'all. This is what I see. And this would make somebody jealous. Could you imagine? And then you come in and like, what is this? Why does this bitch sound like me? Why does she look like me? Oh my God. And it's almost like that whole thing, like, you know what I'm saying? And the whole time you're being stripped of your energy, you're changing, you're being molded and formed into something else because of all of the abuse that's going on. And you're supposed to look at it as all blessings and all good. But again, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it feels like a lab rat or somebody that's like here. You see what I'm saying? Remember we saw this even in that image last night with Sekhmet? Like somebody had cut off the head of someone, again, and used it. So again, if you're talking to me on this camera here, you're really only seeing my head. Dude, are you digging what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying here. So when Sekhmet went to be the house cat, who the hell took her place? And why was she holding something that looked like a TV screen and showing it to this masculine or this pharaoh or this man and pulling him in closer to her? As if he knew that wasn't her. But I'll show you this person on the screen. Yeah, look at that. You know what I'm saying? So again, this will make me think like, how many people watching? Who watching? What's going on? When you watching? You dig what I'm saying? Is there another me out there? What the fuck is we talking about? something that can act, that is actually using that other part of me, that other part, my subconscious, in real time, while I'm able just to tap into, like, again, the gifts on a certain level. Like, dude, is we talking about this? Because people do try to steal people's gifts. We just read the other day when it said about goodness, who were we talking about in those scriptures? Abraham, Sarah, Bilhah, whatever. And somebody said, make me another one. Do you get what I'm saying? This is some whole shit, y'all. Not whole, but whole crazy. Hold on. And it will be given to him. So the Lord, again, is acting more over faith. And people are honoring what the Lord is saying rather than what God is saying. Because it says, in the name of God, I told you this. But over here, you know, the Lord is giving out gifts again. It's almost like the whole situation with the administration giving these people gifts while the whole people is sitting here, you know what I'm saying? Prisoners of war that's supposedly slaves, right? Getting nothing. Like, are you serious? Solomon replied, you were wonderfully kind to my father David because he was honest and true and faithful to you. Again, is that the wand? Are we dealing with David and Solomon? But then again, we go to Ephraim, because then again, okay, then I would have to go back and look at, this is why they have the descendants in there, but I just don't like going back. You know, I have to go and do a quick check or something. Again, because I do see Ephraim and there is Benani or somebody in here. But again, I see Benjamin, you know what I'm saying? I see that, and I still see that in the lineage. So again, I'm seeing lineage on both sides. Possibly David energy again on my father's side, right? And then, I don't know, maybe Solomon energy or something when it comes to the other, or I don't know. Let's see. And obeyed your commandments. And you have continued your kindness to him by giving him a son to succeed him. Okay? So again, a son, a descendant. That could be a male or a female. And this is this little boy. Listen to me. I'm telling you. And it's almost like something happened to this individual, possibly, this energy, because I don't sense it anymore. I sense people trying to come in as if that's the energy, but it don't feel like it. Maybe I'm not trying to really see that because it's going to just like really. And I think people is trying not to really, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what it is, because again, it's going to be some, you know what I'm saying? So again, I think it's best people just act like that's not the case. Oh, hold on. You remember. Is it here? Okay. Again, remember this image here? And maybe this is why I can't see. It might be that she ain't scared at all. She just gangster. But it might be because she just can't sense it. Your helplessness and my selfishness. Was this some type of engagement? You know what I'm saying? That happened really. Like, because when I was hearing it, I didn't really believe it. I'm like, I'm in a situation or whatever. Maybe next lifetime. At that point in time when I was hearing that energy. So I'm like, I don't know. God wouldn't be telling, you know what I'm saying? Boy, would he? You know what I'm saying? But again, I was thinking that I was so suspicious because I felt like this kind of shit was going on behind the scenes with that masculine energy at that point in time. And it been seeming like, you know, it was seeming like for a while that this a boy, blonde hair, blue eyes, a boy was being held hostage by a group of people, like traded or something like that. Like I said, this may be a future thing. It could be something that happened in the past. Again, I don't know. And then also this full energy again. I feel like something's coming back today, but it just don't seem like it. It don't seem like them. It almost seems like somebody is almost underwater and something has happened and they're trying to get me to do something or say something to help them. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, hell no. I just don't even know what y'all want. You got this. There's too much going on here. So I'm just like in my emperor, energy though. But this boy is back there. This dang on situation. I'm telling y'all. And somebody knows is what's pissing me off. Because we know that some of these children wear crowns. So people want to get their hands on the children as commodities. It's not out of true natural love. So even when I was reading that part about Solomon and the cutting the baby in half and them saying the mother that really loved him just let the person have the baby. But I'm thinking, hold on real quick. Because it's 2021. I don't know. This nursing, it's almost like a wet nurse. You know what I'm saying? Energy here. Like almost like, you know what I'm saying, has somebody been a wet nurse to this child or, another party when it comes to the child. But, with this shot here, right? It's like something happened. Like somebody took somebody's DNA. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like that. A living man, right? Because Eve is the mother of the living, right? Okay. So this living man took something from this dead woman. And maybe that's even in the Kibra Nagas, we were talking about the whole thing of even the youthful girl that somebody was supposedly gotten pregnant, but it was through a different way. It was like through in vitro is what I was getting, right? Or like a surrogacy. Okay. So again, I don't know. This is making me think back to even like younger years. This boy, this dead boy and this girl here. But remember I said the other night, it looked like this some fake stuff. People using dead people, you know what I'm saying? Or just like, you know what I'm saying, people to be their maids and stuff. They're sitting here all like everything is perfect and everything. But you see this boy is in this circle here, secluded. Like, you know what I'm saying? And there's this dog here, maybe like a white dog or something to guard it or something. But this, it don't even look like, this look like what a family would have looked like. But it just looked fake, like something just making me think like people is playing around as if some baby is theirs or something. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But Source had me keep these cards out. And again, somebody is trying to get away with this. Oh, really? Okay, y'all, it froze up, so I'm gonna have to come back. Somebody is trying to get away with this. I'll be right back.